What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Glorious Gluttony. And I hope all you guys are staying safe at home and cooking some really delicious meals for you and your family. But most importantly of all, you guys stay healthy and smash that like button. Now today I'm going to show you guys my very own take on a recipe for Korean braised beef short rib. And we're going to start off with some very nice, very thick cut of beef short rib. You can get your butcher to cut it up into about almost a 2-inch thick slab. It's going to come out as a very delicious dish, and it pairs really well with rice. And most importantly of all, it's Glorious Gluttony approved. So guys, let's get moving. First step is we're going to take the beef short rib and we're going to soak it in water for about 30 minutes. Let's go ahead and do that. So now we're going to take our beef short rib and I'm going to first rinse it under water for about half an hour. And what this is going to do is it's going to draw out the blood or the red light liquid that turns into the scumminess when you boil beef. And it's going to make our braised short rib much clearer and much cleaner flavor. So let's sit for about 30 minutes and we'll come back and take a look at it later. Alright, now while the beef is soaking in the water, let's prepare the braising sauce that we're going to use later to braise the beef short rib. What we're going to start with first is the blender itself, and we're going to take about, let's say about 2/3 cup of soy sauce. Let's go right in. And we're going to use some rice wine, or in this case I'm going to use some sake. Let's go with about another 2/3 cup right there. And we got some fresh apple, and we're going to use about half an apple. That's going to give it a bit of a sweetness. And next up, we got a bit of mirin, and this is a sweetened rice wine seasoning. It's going to give it a bit of sweetness. Let's go that right in. And last but not least, we have the holy trinity of Asian seasonings. We got the green onion right here. We got about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic, all right in, and we got some ginger. So that all goes in there. This is going to be one incredibly smelling braising sauce. You know what? I'm almost just drink this straight up because it smells so good. All right, let's go blend it. And here we go. Let's start by pulsing this bad boy first. And there you have it. Now this concoction of braising liquid is going to make your beef smell and taste incredible. Whew. That smells delicious already. Let's come back in a few minutes once the beef is ready to start boiling in the pot. Alright, now here we have a heavy duty pan. I prefer actually a cast iron Dutch oven, but in this case I'm just going to use a regular stainless steel pot. Now let's heat it up to high, bring it up to a boil, and then we're going to add some aromatics into the water. And we're going to boil the short ribs so that we can draw out some of the scum and prevent that from getting into our braise. Now that the water has reached a rolling boil, we're going to add the aromatics. That's going to consist of green onion, ginger, and garlic. The holy trinity of the Asian garnish. Throw it in, and we're going to take our drained beef and we're going to add it into the water. Here we go. And we're going to let this cook for about 10 minutes. And while it boils, we're going to skim off the scum that's going to be expelled from the beef. This is best done with a strainer like this. Alright, and we're just about 10 minutes, so we're going to turn off the fire and we're going to take out the beef from the pot. And what's left is going to be a very versatile beef stock that can be used to make soup or any sort of beef flavored dishes that you might want. perfect. It's gonna be delicious. We're gonna strain it out and set it aside. So I'm gonna switch to a cast iron Dutch oven. I'm gonna take the beef and put it into the Dutch oven. But first, let's heat it up. Gonna put it on a nice medium heat. Let's put that in there. Now we're gonna use the Dutch oven to braise the beef for about 2 hours. So let's put the beef in there. Now I like a nice large pot because it's gonna give us a lot of space to have a shallow braising liquid level. And we're gonna cook it for about 2 hours. It's gonna make it nice and tender. All right, so the beef's in there. And we're gonna pour about 2/3 of it into the pot. I'll save some for the end. That smells incredible. We'll start out with about a medium heat. And we'll add about 1/2 cup of the stock. Ooh, there we go. All right, let's start with that. And we'll let it sit for about 2 hours and let it cook. So we're gonna braise it covered for a while. It's important you have a nice heavy lid, and that's gonna help the pressure build and cook it a bit quicker. So the guideline's about 2 hours for this. We'll check it in about an hour to see how it's coming along. If it's fallen off the bone and it's tender already, we can stop right there. Otherwise, let's let it cook. Have a beer, enjoy yourself. All right guys, it's about an hour into cooking. We're gonna check on the beef and see how it's doing. Whew, that smells incredible. Now the sauce is really starting to thicken up. Beef is getting there. It's getting tender. I think it needs a little bit more time, but we're gonna let it sit for about another 30 minutes, get it even more tender, and then we're gonna serve it up. All right guys, we're about an hour and a half in, and let's check it one last time. Okay, one last finishing touch. We're gonna add just a hint of sesame oil. It's gonna give a nice little dimension of flavor. Make sure that sauce, that reduction is really thickened up. All right, now we're going to grab a few pieces of this beef straight out of the pot. And boy, does that look incredible. We are ready for a feast right now. Incredible. Now I love how the meat, it's really nice and tender, but it's still holding together, and the bone just comes off. Ooh, all those tendons have just really made it nice and tasty. Now let's get some of that sauce. Ooh, here we go. Let's get some of that sauce with the rice. Yeah. Now, the finishing touch, we're gonna garnish it with some green onion. Get some green onion on this bad boy. Nice little garnish. Ooh, beautiful. And boy, look at that. That is the finished dish right there. That looks incredible. Do you see that? Beautiful. All right guys, now time for the most important part of the video. Let's get a taste of that beef along with the rice. Here we go. Exquisite. All right guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys enjoy this recipe, please make sure to subscribe for more videos that are coming. And most importantly, make sure to stay safe, stay home, stay healthy, and take care of your family. We'll see you guys next time. Glorious Gluttony out.